This is your final test, and I am calling you to step into this moment with steadfast faith, no longer hesitating before what I have prepared. Beloved child, quiet your heart right now. Do not let the hurry of the day pull you away from this gentle yet solemn call. I did not bring you here by accident, nor did I allow these words to touch you merely like a passing breeze that comes and disappears. There are moments in your life that are formed from many seasons of tears, many nights of prayer, many times when you stood at a crossroads and still chose not to let go of faith. And today, I want you to understand that you are standing before a profound lesson, not a lesson about rushing, but a lesson about trust, not a lesson about the fear of losing something, but a lesson about being ready to receive what I have quietly cultivated for you for a long time. I know you once prayed for change. I know there are things you placed before me in the secret place, when no one heard, no one saw, and no one understood why you still tried to keep a smile on your face. I heard every silent sigh, every desire you did not dare tell others, every question hidden in your heart about whether your life would ever open into a new chapter. You passed through days when it seemed every door was closed. Seasons when waiting became so heavy that you had to remind yourself not to collapse. But my child, those days were not useless. Not one tear fell without my seeing it. Not one prayer vanished without being placed into my wisdom. Not one silence in your journey is meaningless while I am still working behind all the things you cannot yet see. When I speak to you of a gift that has been prepared, do not think only of money or an outward provision. What I desire to give you is deeper than that. It is the opening of a way after years of blockage. It is restoration after seasons when you felt worn down. It is deliverance from the fear of lack, from the feeling of being forgotten, from the thoughts that you would remain forever in the same place. I can use a financial door to comfort you, an unexpected opportunity to lift you up, a person, a meeting, or a timely arrangement to redirect your life. But remember that true blessing is not only found in what is placed into your hands, but also in what is awakened within you: gratitude, humility, peace, and the ability to trust me once again. The final test is not that I want to make you afraid that if you are one moment late, I will withdraw my love from you. No, beloved child, I do not play with your hopes, nor do I hang blessings before your eyes to make you tremble. I am a merciful Father, and what I give always comes with wisdom. But there are moments when I want you to stop living in hesitation. You have delayed too long in certain things. Many times, you have stood before the light and then turned back to fear. You knew you needed to move forward, to believe, to let go, to open your heart. Yet, you told yourself to wait a little longer, and that very hesitation has made you weary. Today, I am not calling you into panic. I am calling you into decision. I want your faith to speak louder than the memories of past disappointment. Look back and see how many times fear caused you to close your hands before something good. How many times did you tell yourself that you were unworthy, that it was too great, that something that good surely was not meant for you? How many times did you see a door slightly open but did not dare step through because past rejections were still engraved in your memory? I do not blame you for having been afraid. I know you were hurt, disappointed, and at times placed your trust in the wrong place and suffered wounds because of it. But I do not want old pain to continue ruling your future. What I have prepared for you does not need to be measured by what has happened before. Do not use yesterday's losses as the measure of my power today. I can rebuild what collapsed, reopen what was closed, and make flowers bloom in the place where you thought only dry ground remained. The check you hear being mentioned should be understood as a sign of divine provision, a reminder that I know what you need, what you lack, and what burden you have carried for too long. I am not blind to the bills, responsibilities, worries, and pressures you have to face. I know how you feel when you want to help others, but your own hands are still limited. I know how many times you have told yourself to be stronger, to try harder, to endure just a little more. But my child, I do not want you to live only by carrying burdens. I want you to learn how to receive in peace. I want you to know that my provision can come through ways you have never imagined. And when it comes, you do not need to bow your head before fear, nor lose the purity of your heart. Still, you must allow me to shape the way you receive blessing. If I give you increase, will you use it with gratitude or with pride? If I open a great door, will you walk through it with humility? Or will your heart be swept away by its glitter? If I place more in your hands than before, will you still remember the days when you prayed in tears? This is where the test becomes deep. Blessing does not only test whether you trust me in lack. It also tests whether you still belong to the light when you have abundance. I want you to be lifted without losing gentleness. I want you to be enlarged without forgetting mercy. I want you to receive and still know how to bow your head in thanksgiving. Therefore, do not only ask for your hands to be filled, ask for your heart to be prepared. Do not only hope for the door to open, ask me for the wisdom to know how to walk through it rightly. Do not only say you want your life to change, let me renew you from within, so that when the new season comes, you do not carry the old mind, the old fear, and the old habits into the place I have made ready. There are great blessings that require a wider heart to contain them. There are breakthroughs that require a more mature person to preserve them. There are gifts from heaven that cannot be managed with haste, but require stillness, discernment, and faithfulness in every small thing. Now, breathe deeply and listen to me in peace. You do not need to chase the promise like someone afraid of being abandoned. You only need to stand firm in the belief that I know your appointed time. What belongs to you in my good purpose will not be lost simply because you do not act out of panic. But neither must you continue sleeping in delay. Respond to me with awakened faith. Say, Amen, as an agreement that you are ready to enter the new season with purity, courage, and humility. Lay down the fear that you will be disappointed again. Let me teach you to recognize what comes from me and what is only noise sent to distract you. Beloved child, your entire journey is not aimed only toward a gift, but toward your maturity in me. The years you have lived, the times you fell and rose again, the seasons you waited in tears, all of it has forged within you an endurance that even you sometimes do not recognize. Now, as I place before you a sign of an opened way, do not make yourself small through fear. Stand up in peace. Open your heart in faith. Let gratitude go before your steps. I have not forgotten you. I have not overlooked your prayers. I am preparing for you a change that will not only fill your hands, but also renew your heart, lift your vision, and bring you into a place where you can live more spaciously, more brightly, and closer to me each day. I have been very patient with you. I waited for you in the days of doubt, held you tenderly in the seasons of breaking, and protected you even when you thought you were no longer worthy of being loved. Beloved child, there were times when you walked very slowly, times when you stopped because of fear, times when you let old wounds speak louder than new promises. I did not leave you in those moments. I did not turn my face away when you were weak. I did not abandon you when you blamed yourself, when you doubted your worth, when you felt that every door had closed. But now, I do not come only to comfort you. I come to call you to rise. I come to remind you that my tenderness was not meant to keep you forever in the waiting place, but to give you enough strength to move forward into what I have prepared. You say you are ready to receive the blessing, but you need to understand that blessing does not require only open hands. It also requires a heart willing to let go. What you must lay down is not your dignity, not your purity, not what I taught you to guard, but the fear that has clung to you for too long, the delay that has slowed your steps, and the habit of waiting for one more sign when I have already spoken clearly enough within your heart. You cannot drag your feet in doubt while expecting to step into a sacred moment with strength. You cannot cling tightly to self-limiting words while wanting to receive the enlargement I am bringing. I do not blame you for having been afraid, but I do not want you to continue allowing fear to rule your decisions. There are things I have sent nearer to you than you realize. Provision has already begun to move. Restoration has been arranged. Prayers that seemed delayed are actually being prepared with a precision you cannot yet see. Yet hesitation can cause you to stand outside the very door you were meant to walk through. Not because I have changed my heart, but because you have not dared to step into what I have opened. This is the time when your heart is tested in readiness. This is the time when your obedience is awakened. This is the time when you must choose to remain standing still because you fear making a mistake, or to move forward because you trust that I am the one guiding you. The final test before a shift is often not loud. It lies in a small but powerful decision. The decision to trust me more than your present circumstances. You have passed through storms that seemed capable of knocking you down. You have watched people who once promised to stay turn away. You have faced seasons of loneliness, pressure, and pain that many people do not know you endured in silence. There were days when you had only a little strength left to continue. Yet you still rose. There were nights when you thought you could not pray anymore. Yet, within your heart, there remained a small light turned toward me. You are still here, not by accident. You are still standing, not because you have never been weak. You continue to walk because I have kept you, because I have covered you, because I have placed within you a strength that does not come from this world. What you survived is not merely a painful memory. It is proof that you have been prepared for this hour. Do not misunderstand my silence. I do not use silence to punish you. There are seasons when I am silent because I am teaching you to hear more deeply, see farther, and trust more firmly. There are silences that are not abandonment, but the place where I build within you the capacity to carry the blessing you once prayed for. If I had given you something great while your heart was still too easily shaken, you might have lost it through fear, haste, or by allowing others to define you. Therefore, I prepared you in secret. I trained your patience. I taught you to discern between the door I open and the door that is only briefly attractive. Now, the sound of deliverance is drawing near, and I want you to be awake enough to recognize it when it knocks upon your life. This is not an ordinary moment for you to pass by in indifference. This is the meeting point between your faith and what I have appointed for you. I am watching to see whether you are serious about the prayers you once prayed. You asked me to open a way, but when the way opens, will you dare to step forward? You asked me for restoration, but when I lead you out of the familiar place, will you still believe? You asked me for a new season. But when the new season requires you to leave old patterns behind, will you be willing? I am not looking for perfection in you. I am looking for a sincere heart. A heart that dares to say, I believe. Even though my eyes have not seen everything, I step forward. Even though my feet still tremble, I obey. Even though I do not understand every detail, my hand is reaching toward you, not empty, but full of things prepared beforehand. There are prayers you once whispered in tears that I kept not to forget, but to give at the right time. There are wounded places in your life to which I am bringing restoration. There are promises connected to your name that I have not erased simply because you were once delayed. But you must choose how to walk. Will you walk by what your eyes see, or by faith in me? Will you let your small present define your wide future? Or let my word lift you beyond the limits you once placed upon yourself? Will you wait for another sign, and then another, until the opportunity passes by? Or will you recognize that the peace within your heart is already the confirmation that I am leading you? I am not threatening you, beloved child. I am warning you because I love you. A loving father will not stay silent when he sees his child standing near danger. A merciful father will not let his child sleep when dawn is calling. I do not want you to lose what belongs to you simply because you have become too familiar with hesitation. I do not want you to keep living as though you are not worthy to receive. When I have called you loved and prepared, there are doors that only open in their season. There are invitations that must be answered with sensitivity. There are steps that must be taken before your reasoning finds enough excuses to retreat. Let faith go before fear. Let obedience go before overthinking. Let my love make your heart courageous. Right now, you are under divine guidance. Not every detail is clear, but you do not need to hold the whole road in order to take one right step. I will not give you the entire path if what you need today is only light for the next step. Take that step. Answer that call. Lay down that delay. Stop saying you are not ready when the very trials have shaped you into someone who can stand firm. Stop treating the past as evidence against you, because I have used it as the soil where maturity was planted. Stop waiting for others to confirm what I have already confirmed in your heart. When I call, that call is enough for you to rise. So prepare your heart. Walk with seriousness, but do not lose peace. Receive what I do, but do not let the blessing become something you love more than the one who gives it. Move forward, yet keep humility. Believe strongly, but also listen to the wisdom I place within you. A season of shifting is not for those who only say they believe. It is for those who dare to act in faith. I have been patient with you, lifted you through heavy months, kept you when you did not know you were being kept. Now, I call you to move forward. Do not drag your feet anymore. Do not look back too long anymore. Do not let fear hold you at the threshold. Take hold of what I place before you with a burning heart, with a faith that is tender yet firm, and with a quiet but powerful confession: you trust me. Even though the circumstances before your eyes do not yet look like the promise. Because I am the one who began, and I am also the one who will complete the good thing in your life. I saw you give, even when there was not much left in your hands, and I have never forgotten it. Beloved child, there are actions of yours that the world did not recognize. Sacrifices no one applauded. Times when you emptied yourself so that someone else could be lifted. But my eyes saw it all. I saw when you chose kindness while you yourself needed comfort. I saw when you stayed, even though your heart was so tired that it only wanted to turn away. I saw when you kept loving, kept praying, kept taking one more step. Even though parts of you felt as if they had no strength left, those things did not pass meaninglessly before me. Not one tear of yours has fallen without my knowing it. Not one sigh of yours has dissolved into the night without my hearing it. Not one hidden pain within you has been forgotten. I heard what no one else heard. I heard the voice of your heart when you sat alone in a silent room, trying to appear strong while breaking inside. I heard the words you did not have the strength to speak in front of others. I heard your choked crying in the car, where you thought you could hide everything from the world. I even heard the questions you only dared to whisper within your heart. How much longer must I wait? How much more must I endure? Will what I have sown ever return? My child, I was not distant in those moments. I was there, nearer than you thought, quietly holding you with a presence you sometimes did not recognize. When everyone else only saw the smile you wore outside, I saw the weariness hidden behind it. When no one realized that you needed to be lifted, I lifted you in quiet ways, because you did not give up, because you still kept a piece of faith, even though fear often tried to swallow it, because you still did not let your heart grow cold before disappointments. I prepared the answer for you. I have set provision in motion. I have opened pathways that your eyes have not yet seen. I have arranged what needs to arrive at the right time, not according to your rushed timing, but according to my perfect wisdom. What you call delay is not rejection. What you call silence is not forgetfulness. It is preparation. It is the time in which you have been strengthened from within, so that when the greater thing comes, you will not only receive it with trembling hands, but also preserve it with a mature heart. But now you must pass this test. Not a test to prove whether you are worthy of love, because my love for you existed before you knew how to call my name. This is the test of trust, of obedience, of willingness to move when I speak. Instead of standing still while waiting for yet another sign, you asked me for confirmation, and I confirmed in many ways. You asked me to open your eyes, and I allowed you to recognize things you had not seen before. But if you keep hesitating, keep demanding one more proof after I have already spoken to your heart, then fear will try to dress itself as wisdom in order to hold you back. I do not want you bound by hesitation anymore. It is time for you to stop doubting the gentle call I have placed deep within you. It is time for you to say yes. Not only with your lips, but with your decision, with your steps, and with the full agreement of your heart. You once cried and asked me, "Father, when?" And today, I am drawing you close so that you may understand that the answer is before you. You once asked, "Do you still see me, my child?" The answer is yes, and always yes. I see you on the days when you are not noticed. I see you in seasons when no one calls your name. I see you when you continue doing what is right in silence. When you remain faithful even though the results have not appeared. You once whispered, "Do you still hear me?" And I want you to know that I have never stopped listening. Even when you no longer know how to pray, I still hear the deep cry within you. Even when you are silent because you are too tired, that silence still comes before me as a wordless prayer. Now, what I need from you is a clear yes. Not a weak yes mixed with half a measure of doubt. And not a yes that lasts only for an emotional moment before vanishing when fear returns. I need your agreement with the good thing I am doing. Provision has been prepared. The door has been opened in the unseen before you see it in your outward life. What I am about to entrust to you is not a drifting coincidence, but a portion appointed in the right season. But my child, there are great gifts that require a heart that does not sabotage itself through anxiety, insecurity, delay, and the habit of doubting what I have spoken. What can slow you down now is not the power of others, nor the doors that once closed, but whether you dare to trust me more than your fear. You are not forgotten. You are not rejected. You are not an ordinary one left behind while others enter their portion. Do not let years of waiting lie to you that you are late. Do not let disappointments convince you that I have changed my mind. You are closer than you think. You are standing in a place I have led you to, through many roads you did not understand. Every winding step, every closed door, every silent season, every tear you thought was useless. All of it has been used by me to bring you to this point. But at this threshold, your faith must become greater than your fear. You cannot enter a new season while still tightly holding old ways of thinking. You cannot receive enlargement while still seeing yourself as small according to what others once said about you. My messengers are moving. The winds around your life are changing direction. Things that once stood against you will begin to make room. Hearts that once felt distant will be softened by me at the right time. Resources that seemed beyond reach will be brought to you in ways you could never arrange by your own strength. You are standing at the threshold of something so great that if I told you all of it now, you might feel overwhelmed. So I guide you step by step, vort by vort, through every small stirring in your heart. But you must obey in each step. I do not play with your life. I do not plant hope within you, only to abandon you halfway. I am giving guidance, opening access, preparing the road for you to walk. But I need your faith to rise to match the measure of what I am about to entrust to you. Do not miss this moment because of distraction. Do not hear and then return to old thoughts as though I had not spoken. Do not let this word touch only your emotions and then pass away. Let it sink deeply into your decisions. Let it change how you rise tomorrow, how you pray, how you prepare, how you see yourself, and how you receive what I am bringing. This is not a general word meant for the crowd. I am making it personal to you because I know exactly what you have gone through, what you have lost, what you have sown, where you cried, how long you remained silent, and how many times you wondered whether you were still remembered. I know, and I am answering. Therefore, beloved child, nod within your heart before me. Say yes with faith. Even if your hands are still trembling, say yes with obedience. Even if you have not yet seen the whole road, say yes by no longer making yourself small before the great thing I have prepared. I have seen you give when you lacked, stay when you wanted to leave, believe when you had reasons to doubt, and rise when you thought you had no strength left. And now, I am calling you into the season of answer. Keep your heart clean from fear, your mouth full of life, and your eyes fixed on me. What I have prepared is drawing near. And when it is revealed, you will know that every tear, every waiting season, every night when you thought you were alone was seen, kept, and woven by me into the story of restoration I am writing for you. You were hidden for a purpose, and the seasons in which you were misunderstood were not meaningless in my eyes. Beloved child, there were periods when I had to cover you in silence, not because you were forgotten, but because what I was building within you was too precious to be placed before eyes that were not gentle enough. There were words you wanted to explain, but I told you to be silent. There were pains you wanted to justify, but I taught you patience. There were doors you wanted to knock on harder, but I held your hand back. All of it was not to make you smaller, but to protect the formation of something greater. When a seed is still under the ground, it looks as if it has been buried, but in truth it is being prepared to bear fruit. Now, I am bringing you out of that hidden place through a release filled with grace. What I have marked for you has not been lost. The blessing bearing your name has not been mistakenly given to someone else. And the good portion I have reserved for you is still in its rightful place. You are not an ordinary person passing through life without purpose. You are a creation I cherish, a living sign of mercy. Proof that I can preserve someone through darkness and then bring them into light at the right time. So, do not hurry past this reminder as though it has nothing to do with you. There is a call awakening within your heart, and you know it clearly. Within you there is a quiet recognition that this is not merely an ordinary moment. Something is moving, like dawn touching a place once covered in mist. I am stirring the deep places within you, awakening trust that old disappointments once tried to cool. Do not let your heart grow hard simply because you have waited too long. Do not dismiss this stirring as a passing emotion. You once prayed for clarity, and I am bringing clarity to you. You once asked for a sign to know that you had not been left behind, and I am reminding you that the door has opened. Grace is real, but you must step into it with willingness, not with prolonged hesitation. Believe in this very moment, not with haste, but with an awakened and mature faith. There are blessings formed in the unseen before they touch your hands in the present life. Delay does not always come from me. Sometimes it lies in your response, in hesitation, in fear, in the habit of seeing yourself as unworthy. But I am not calling you to stand outside the door and look in. I am calling you to step forward, to open your heart, to believe that what I have marked for you remains intact in my plan. Therefore, beloved child, do not let doubt become greater than the destiny I have placed upon you. Do not let the hidden years make you forget that I am still preparing the day when you will be brought out into the right place. At the right time, in the right way. This is the hour for you to rise in faith, not to grasp by your own strength, but to receive with gratitude what I have preserved for you. Walk in obedience, in peace, in the certainty that I have not changed my mind about you. What belongs to you in my good purpose will come to you when your heart is ready, when your steps are upright, and when you believe that my hand is still opening the way before you,